today because September has ended, everybody. It is October 1st, and Kate and Zach, you know, I feel this is the first actual day of fall. October 1st through September, it's all summer.
So here's the rule now, everybody. According to Liam, we can now have pumpkin spice.
Yes, you're allowed to have pumpkin spice. I have now allowed it. You're all welcome.
What were we doing for the last 6 weeks?
No pumpkin spice as far as I'm concerned.
You're breaking the rules.
Get that out of here until October 1st.
Okay, so from here on out, I guess we're okay, according to Liam. So congratulations, everybody. We made it. And we are in the first day of October and doing so on a beautiful note. Crystal clear skies out there. Your sunrise becoming official in just the next minute or two. 59 degrees in the city of Boston. You notice the winds drawn in about 12 miles per hour. We will have that brisk breeze with us between 10 and 15 miles per hour ahead of a stunning fall day. 50 degrees seems to be the cool spot right now, at least in central Massachusetts. We're jumping to a point into the mid-50s out towards Middlesex and Essex County, up into the Merrimack Valley too. 62 held on in Taunton and just shy of that at 61 at Hyannis, as well as Nantucket. Comfortable across the board. We're likely seeing these winds persist into the afternoon, and it may bump up into about 20 to maybe 25 mile per hour gusts. Nowhere near what we had yesterday. I know folks are still going to be reeling from the damage on Wednesday morning. Cleanup, restoration under mostly sunny skies today. So it is going to be a beautiful one with the low and mid 70s for the afternoon. While this doesn't scream shorts and t-shirts, the low humidity will allow us to open up the windows, let that refreshing air right back in. And you definitely want to carve out some time to make plans for the backyard. Maybe even just a walk around the block will do. So as we go between the low and mid 70s today, we're going to slip a bit for the end of our week as we're going to switch the trend slightly. It's not going to be a lot of activity, but we'll increase the cloud cover overnight, and that will lead to a little hint of rain for tomorrow, mainly in the afternoon hours. So we're waking up to a cold front with a weak wave of energy rolling into southern New England. As we move into the early parts of the day, you notice the green spilling out towards the Berkshires. So we likely keep that off to our west, where it's cloud cover from the Worcester Hills to coastal locations. So no issue for the morning drive. Let's at least be rain ready for the afternoon. So from midday and through about 5 to 6 p.m., we'll have some isolated cases. I'm thinking the best bet for this is going to be north of the Pike. Sure, we indicate a stray chance as we move out to southeastern Massachusetts, but not a lot of definition with this and really short-lived, likely landing into clear conditions as we move into the evening hours, and that leads to a stunning weekend ahead. You notice our temperatures don't move much for Saturday and Sunday, both between the mid and the upper 60s. The brighter of the two will be the first half. We're increasing the clouds come Sunday afternoon, and that is going to be ahead of a more unsettled pattern for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week. But for any plans that we have outdoors this weekend, it's going to be picture perfect. So you want to catch the early fall foliage. We're either near or at the peak for the lakes and the mountains region and starting to get a good show of colors out into the Worcester Hills and the Berkshires. So even taking a drive along Route 2 may give you what you need. Saturday and Sunday, probably the pick of our entire 7-day forecast. Monday, we're bringing back the showers, and beneficial conditions will be around for Tuesday and Wednesday. And Brianna, how's it looking out there this morning?
Not so bad here on Route 1 in Saugus, Zach. This is a 15-minute or so ride from 128 getting down to the Tobin Bridge. We do want to give you a heads up that earlier crash we showed you down in Revere has completely cleared on North Shore Road. The right lane has reopened, so that situation has resolved. We'll get you a final check of your drive times here. Everything is mostly okay. We're around 20 minutes here northbound getting up the expressway. This is going to be your slowest ride in. A 22-minute ride, 93 southbound, 495 to the Lever Connector. Mass Pike staying in good shape all morning as well. 25 minutes, 495 over to Mass Ave. Kate.
Brianna, thank you. Boston, now high risk for the coronavirus as some students return to the classroom today.
Plus, a fight at a popular sports complex, and our top stories begin with that breaking news.
Liam, the owner of Danvers Indoor Sports, confirms that one of his employees was attacked here last night. Multiple police officers responded here just after 11 p.m. Investigators could be seen coming in and out of the building with police dogs and searching outside with flashlights, scouring bushes and sorting through a trash can. The owner says there was an altercation between a customer and his employee and that his staff member was assaulted. The owner did not know the condition of his employee this morning. Reporting live in Danvers, Anna Myler, WBZ This Morning.
The Commission on Presidential Debate says it plans to make changes to prevent a repeat of Tuesday's chaotic first face-off between President Trump and Joe Biden. A source tells CBS News the ability to cut off the candidates' microphones is one option. Both the president and Biden were back on the campaign trail hours after that debate, which more than 73 million people watched.
The country's biggest school districts are rolling out ambitious coronavirus testing plans starting today in New York City. 10 to 20% of students and staff in every school building every month will be tested. More than 1 million students in New York began returning to in-person classes today. Los Angeles Public Schools have also launched a similar testing program with a $150 million price tag.
Despite Boston entering the red zone, Boston Public Schools is welcoming the first group of students back to school. Today, more than 3,700 high-need students will come back to class, kicking off the district's optional hybrid learning plan. Mayor Walsh says every single school has been prepared for proper spacing and capacity, as well as air ventilation and cleaning protocols. But he stresses keeping schools open is only possible if the city doesn't stay in the red zone for 3 straight weeks, largely blaming young adults, college students, and house parties for landing us in the red in the first place. Mayor Walsh will be here at Ellis Elementary later this morning to wish kids a happy and safe return to class. Reporting live here in Roxbury for now, Lisa Greshey, WBZ This Morning.
Because Boston is now in the high-risk category, the city's reopening is on hold. It will not be moving forward with step 2 of phase 3. That means no restaurant seating expansion, and music venues, trampoline parks, and fitting rooms will all remain closed.
The NFL is postponing its first football game because of the coronavirus. Sunday's showdown between the Tennessee Titans and the Pittsburgh Steelers will be rescheduled. The move comes after a 9th person linked to the Titans tested positive for COVID-19. The league hopes to move the game to potentially Monday or Tuesday.
6:52, the Carolina Panthers are using a robot to fight the coronavirus. The NFL team is using this light strike robot to disinfect areas across their facility, including the locker rooms, offices, and weight room. The robot uses UV rays to zap germs and sanitize spaces. The robot costs a whopping $125,000. The Panthers now have 3 of them.
I hope that's all the robot's doing in there. It
Yeah,
looks
don't
very...
train it to kill other things, because
No.
we know where that goes.
No, like not to a good place. To jail time. Oh, so many things. Up next, pumpkins delivered right to your home.
Plus, have a drink with the Sanderson sisters. The Hocus Pocus brew just in time for Halloween. Stay with us. You're watching WBZ This Morning on a Thursday.
And it was strong.